contour. We're going to contour today. We're going to learn the art of cream contour. Hey guys, we are back with another video. This is a video that doesn't currently exist on my channel, so I'm kind of excited to share it with you. And just a disclaimer, there is going to be some loud noises during this video because directly outside they're doing insane construction and there are metal plates, like 7 of them, and all the cars keep going over them. So you're just gonna have to bear with me and deal with it. I'll try and play music over wherever I can, but I think I'm pretty much gonna be talking this entire video. Yeah, sounds about right. So I'm gonna go over the do's and don'ts of cream contour. I, for one, had a hate-hate relationship with cream contour up until about, like, I would say like a month ago. I was texting Mariah, the gal's guide, and I was like, I can't figure out cream contour. I have a ton of it. I put it on over my foundation. I've tried a beauty blender. I've tried one of these guys right here, smaller obviously, with like sprayed, like setting spray on top to like blend it out, and it was just not working. It was removing my foundation and I was getting so frustrated. So Mariah suggested putting on my cream contour underneath my foundation. So I tried that and it is amazing. Let's go ahead and go over the do's and don'ts of cream contour, and a lot of these also apply to powder as well. And if you have oily skin, you're thinking right now, oh, I have oily skin, I can't wear cream contour. You can, you totally can. So let's go ahead and get started. So whether you have dry or oily skin, what you do wanna do is start off with a clean and moisturized and primed face. If you do have oily skin, you can use, this is just for example, this is a Laura Geller Oil Control Under Makeup Primer. So there are plenty of primers out there that are made for people with oily skin. If you have dry skin, I think that cream contour is a great option for you, because if you use powder, it can tend to stick and attach itself to the drier patches on your face, which is not a great look. It gives you some patchy, flaky skin typically. So that's one of the reasons why I really like cream contour. So you can start off with pretty much any cream contour. I have the Light Contour Cream Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills right here, which I'm gonna use today. You can also use any concealer or foundation that is a darker shade, and this is a little different than a powder. It doesn't have to only be 3 shades darker, because what I'm gonna contour with right now is these dark ones, and clearly that is way darker than my actual skin tone. What you don't wanna do is use like a very large brush for contouring. You wanna make sure it fits right in this area we're gonna be contouring very well. You don't wanna use any squared off brushes or flat, super dense brushes like this. That will leave edges in your contour. I prefer like a more round brush so you're not blending in with an edge. My favorite for that is actually the Royal & Langnickel Domed Kabuki brush. It's not super dense, it still has like movement, but it is rounded, so it fits right in this little area perfectly. So what I'm gonna go ahead and go do is start in with this color, and then I usually take this one to deepen it up. So going in with this one right here, you can get a fair amount on there. I like to start way back here because that's gonna deposit the most, and just kind of put that on like so. And then I use little circular motions to blend this out, and it blends so well. You can see how well that is blending. And what you don't want to do is blend this down here. You can make it look like you have a stubble there, and if that's what you're going for, then go for that. But typically it works a little better if you blend upwards, and if you do get it a little too far down there, I'm gonna show you how to correct that as well. What you do wanna do is make sure you blend this all the way back into your hairline. If you saw My Husband Does My Makeup challenge video, then you saw Ryan kind of put it like right here, and I was cringing because I was like, oh, blend it up into the hairline. What you don't wanna do either is pull this further down there, and mine's a little bit too far, so I'm gonna show you how to correct that. But it's like kind of like the 2-finger rule right here. If it goes, it shouldn't go too close to your lips. What you don't want to do is contour all the way across your forehead. You're gonna end up looking possibly a little dirty. It's not ever a good look. And typically for the forehead, because I don't really have a super large forehead, I just like to do this so it gives me more of like a bronze sun-kissed look. I will typically use what's left over on my brush and just kind of buff that in. Again, with what's left over on my brush, I will just kind of put that over this area, and you can drag this down this way if you've got a little bit of a double chin. It'll help shadow it and hide it. Now for a little bit of cleanup, I like to use the Royal & Lang Nickel Complexion brush. It looks like this. This one's so cute. It's pink. Kind of the same thing, but it's a little more flat this way as opposed to just super round. So what I like to do is take the light shade here, and this is going to highlight and also clean up any areas that have just way too much contour, like this went down too far. I'm just going to brush that on there like so and clean it up a little bit. And you can straight up just like wipe it off if you want to, since your face is completely clear and you don't have any foundation on. That's why this is a little bit easier too, because there's a lot of room for mistake, because you can wipe it off way easier than if you've already, you know, applied your foundation and all that. What you're gonna wanna do too, if I have any bumps in this area where I will be adding like a shiny highlight with a lot of sheen, I will go ahead and put highlighter on, liquid highlighter on underneath my foundation. That will give it a glow without applying like a thick powder over where a bump is, because that will really accentuate any uneven skin tones or any large pores that you have. And today for that, I'm going to be using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and I'm just going to shake that up and then squeeze some on my hand. The same brush that I added the matte highlight with, we're going to take this and just apply this right where you would apply, ooh, not in the eyeshadow. Oh. So if you are someone that likes a more sheer coverage foundation, I probably should have said this before we started adding the contour, then you're gonna wanna use a lighter color, obviously. But if you are someone like me who likes to cake face it on there and wear a very thick foundation because you want to cover acne scars or whatever it is on your skin that you are not loving, then you're going to want to go pretty dark with this. I know this looks intense, but trust me, it's going to turn out good. Today I'm going to be using my Mally Beauty. This is their Face Defender BB Cream Foundation with SPF 15. This is kind of like a really nice, it's kind of like the consistency of Kat Von D, but it's not quite as thick, I would say. What you're not gonna wanna do is do any wiping motions. Like if you typically use a brush to apply your foundation, don't do any wiping motions. You're gonna wanna stipple. Otherwise, you're gonna move this product all around. And I personally like to apply my foundation wherever I do not have the contour first. And then with what is left over on my beauty blender or your brush, you can take that right over the cream contour. See how natural this looks now and how nicely that covers. It's actually, I would say it's a little darker than like a natural one, but that's because I like to get crazy with my contour and I like it pretty pronounced. But you can always cover it with another layer of foundation if it's a little too in your face for your taste. Here is the finished look. Hopefully you guys learned something new. Please let me know in the comments below what your favorite method of contouring is. Is it powder? Is it cream? Have you tried under the foundation before? Let me know on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram what you think about cream contouring underneath your foundation too and how it works out for you. I'm interested to hear. Thanks for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and follow me on Snapchat.